I need to make a video today because I need to feel like I have accomplished something. I had a class at 7:30 this morning and I was supposed to get out of bed at 7, but I woke up at 8:10, 40 minutes after class started. In my trash can, you can find a completely empty bag of chips that I finished. And now I'm working on bag 2 and it's about to finish. I don't know how making a video is going to make up for that, but I'm just gonna make a video. I was on the football team in 9th and 10th grade. It wasn't that fun. When I was in high school, I wanted to get better at football. I didn't care much about anything else. I just wanted to run down the field and hit people. Every time someone had the ball, it was my goal to run to them as fast as I could. If I couldn't get to the ball, I would hit whoever was closest to it, even if that person happened to be on the same team as me. I was the leading tackler on the freshman team. But sophomore year, I spent most of my time on the bench. I wanted to learn more about how to play football, but the only thing I learned was this phrase. Green, stand here and be the blocking dummy. If I messed up, the coach would be like, "What were you thinking, Green?" Nothing actually. When is the game over? I think you can tell I didn't like playing football. But it's not like I was forced to do it. I put myself into it, not my parents. This is all my fault. One time we were a few days from one of our biggest games of the season, and the coach actually let me be a part of things for once. Someone didn't go onto the field when they were supposed to, and they called my name to take their place. This was the perfect opportunity to prove myself. But while I was running onto the field, I realized that they did not tell me what play we were running. So I just guessed, and of course I was wrong. I didn't play for the rest of the season. A couple months went by of me sitting on the bench, and my team made the playoffs. We were in the second round, and that week at practice I tried to not do anything noticeable so I wouldn't be put on the travel squad. I mean, I didn't want to stand out there in the cold if I wasn't going to play. But my coach went ahead and put me on the travel squad anyway. My team didn't win, but I didn't care about that. In fact, my friend Melton and I played some kind of quiz game, and we laughed the whole bus ride home while everyone who actually played was crying. After this event, I told my dad I didn't want to play football anymore, and he was like, "Okay." Since we're on the topic of sports, I was talking to Kevin Durant once. We talked for a few minutes, and he seemed like a pretty cool guy, so I asked him if he could throw his weight around and ask if I could sit at the scorer's table during games. I asked this because I'm not quite high-level media yet, so I had to set up in the press box in the nosebleeds. He said he would try his best, and he must have because the next game I was sitting courtside with the big-time journalists. After a while, we became friends. He even invited me and my family to his house for dinner once. When we got to his house, everything seemed so surreal. I mean, just a few years ago I was watching this guy on TV, and now I was having dinner at his house. His mom was there, and she made pot roast for all of us, and it was really good. While we were eating, she just went on and on about how great of a person Kevin is. All of this after my mom bragged about me getting to cover professional basketball as a teenager. It was like they were battling over who had the better Kevin.
Kevin is such a hard worker. He got to start covering the Thunder when he was still in high school.
Well, does he mow the lawn for 2 hours?
Well, I don't see what that has to do with...
Kevin bought me a house with a lot of land, and he always comes over to mow it for me.
Well, that's very nice.
I'll let you think about that for a while. I'll be right back.
Yeah, because mowing the lawn makes you such a great person.
Oh, Kevin, she didn't mean it like that.
Make sure when she comes back to tell her how I mow for 15 minutes.
Kevin, shut up. We're not trying to get kicked out of here.
After dinner, we all got into Durant's fancy hot tub. And you want to know what the best part of the whole thing was?